Hello and welcome to my first deck tech in a while for MTG. This is my Arcatras Monument deck that I've been running really well with in past competitive leagues. Uh, it is a go wide deck that plays Arcatras Monument to make a shit ton of tokens into flipping Ormondal or outpowering people with either Handweir, Military Captain, which acts like an Ormondal, sometimes better, or you run over them with Avacyn Selfless Spirit combo, or you just grind them out with Dusk Dawns. It's basically what it does. Uh, it looks like Jank, um, so this is my last version, my 3.0. I just made it, and there are some innovations which I have not tried out yet, such like the AVR mechanic. But I'm gonna go through the versions I've had before. So this is where I started. Uh, I play. I looked at the cards I could pair with it, and I decided to pick the good cards in the format. So I didn't consider Sacred Cat playable. So I felt like I had to run these cards. Uh, I had an earlier version where Gideon was in main deck. I also ran Thalia in this version. I ran a lot more removal, like a normal deck. Two declarations over here. And in general, I just tried it and it was fine. It did decent. I uh did okay, but not as good as a format staple or anything. Um, so I decided to cut the Gideons, and then for the next version, I also cut the Toolcrafts and I added Sacred Cats. So this is actually 2.5, I guess, because there was no Ketra, there were Stasis Snares still, and there were 4 Sacred Cats. Other than that, it's my 2.0, and it just performed a lot better. I got my first 5-0, and I 4-1'd 3, and I 3-2'd 1 league. So it just overperformed a lot. After that, I wrote a post about it, and now I'm back for 3.0. So to talk about the changes I made here, I put in the Aber mechanics after another guy made a write-up as well after testing the deck. I have been glancing at it before, and it looks like it can do some work. Like it helps your grinding game with Bygone Bishop, and it can give you gas where you have none. Like if you actually run out of gas, you can rebounce a good target, and you can get going again. Um, so that sounds interesting to me, and it also is not weak to Walking Ballista, which has been getting harder to deal with. Other than that, there's 3 castouts. One more Dusk Dawn, which I think is just correct. It's rough when it isn't live because it needs a 3 power target, but usually it is. Usually it is. Castouts. Uh, this is my only removal main deck, Dusks and Castout. I like it because it can also be another spell. Like you can hit the land drop, you can hit your monuments faster if you already have multiples of these, or if you don't even want a removal. Let's say your opponent plays Long Tusk Cub into Whirler Virtuoso or whatever. You don't want to remove those targets. Those targets are irrelevant to this deck. So then you just cycle this and you get closer to your cards that win you the game against them, which is Socrates Monument or Bygone Bishop or Handweir Militia Captain, even in Avacyn sometimes. So it seems good to me. A bit. I have not been. I miss my stasis snares sometimes against Glorybringers, but other than that, I think it's just great. So the sideboard, I have a Dusk Dawn, Fumigate. This is similar to my sideboard before. I think it's just against zombies or green black, you just want a bit more of these cards. Fumigate has been. I rarely board it in, but when I do, it usually performs well. Angel of Sanctions is a concession to annoying permanents that you just want to deal with, and that's been working very well. Where Avacyn might be a bit too cheeky side after board because they expect it a lot more. So this card is just performs. Gideon is concession to removal and just gives you resiliency in the way they can interact with you. Uh, because they're gonna expect creatures, and then they play Fumigates, and you still get to keep something, which is great. Stay Snare, Concession to Glorybringer, just basically where I would board it in. I just want more answers to it before he does enough harm. Uh, Fairgrounds Warden, Walking Ballista is the best target. Big creatures for Tempo Swing is a good target. Mostly I don't really care if they kill him. Like it is fine. Uh, and also I expect the Aviary mechanic is gonna be pretty cute with him, because you are gonna be able to kill tokens and then kill token again, or kill token then a real creature with him, which sounds fun. Declaration, I had 3 before. I'm now trying to go less on this, because I think zombies is already a favorite matchup. So, but that's where I would board for Declaration in. Blessed Allies is a concession to Pummeler, which this deck really cannot win against. They deal 40 damage when you're 30. That's nothing you can do about it. So this card is only for that matchup, because I've been losing to it now, which has been sad. Second or fourth Aviary mechanic, in case it's good. As I said, have not tried it yet. The Unorder Priest, similar to Aviary mechanic, it covers up the X1 problem in Selfless Spirit and Glorybound. So I will bring those in whenever I face Walking Ballista and need to shave, but also against most aggressive decks. Um, if it's zombies, I will still keep the Glory Bounce, because gaining the life has been really good, but I might shave 2 Selfless Spirits or something, or a cast out Selfless Spirit for the Unorder Priests. Fragmentize is against Mardu, specifically Heart of Kiran, or a vehicle that's fast out on the board. They can run you unless you draw your flyers or your interaction with it. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna run into a league now.